Roses are red, violets are blue. Please subscribe and like this video. I'm begging you. If you don't, I understand. I'll just be poor old me with this scribe in my hand. Excuse me for a minute. Why would anyone want to subscribe if they haven't even watched the video yet? Because I have beautiful hair. Good point. Subscribe. What happens when you have an angsty middle schooler who feels misunderstood and you give her TikTok and the Notes app? You get some works of art. So as an author, you need to experiment with the language. So I tried poems. I have an entire Notion page dedicated towards my poems. You know the r/I'm 14 and this is deep? That was literally me. First one, this was on September 14, 2021.
Before anyone says, oh, 2021 was not that long ago, what do you mean? Like, this was literally just 3 years ago. Actually, I think we just need to accept the fact that we're getting old. Think of someone in the midst of middle school versus someone about to go to university. That's the thinking differences we have here, okay? Even if it was only 3 years ago, I still can look back, as a matter of fact.
I was 13 years old, almost 14, so right at that peak. The girl with the tattered smile. I can't, I'm already cringing. The girl with the tattered smile. She always made people stay, though they could see the tiredness in her eyes. She wondered how much longer until her smile would be too worn out to where it can be no longer worn. It was so deep. It's like people don't even see the mask that we're putting on every day. We have to smile through the pain. I definitely got inspiration from like the poems on TikTok. They would always write it with that format and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so deep. I'm gonna be the next poet. Little things. It's the little things. The person who complimented you one day, your comfy spot at the back of the class, waking up before sunset, putting a bit too much effort on the little things. It literally sounds like a perfume ad. Favorites. I don't understand. I say please and thank you. I chew with my mouth closed. Okay. I make sure to wait for them. I like all their posts. I always listen to them when everyone is focused on something else. I smile at them with open arms. But yet, they never seem to choose me. This is literally the ultimate pick-me poem. I made a pick-me poem, but like during this time, this did encompass what I was feeling. So like, I can't completely hate on it because in a way it is valid, but it's so pick-me. What is love? Love. What a crazy thing, isn't it? A natural occurrence that people like to get hung up over, that people like to get hung over by. Okay, that kind of ate. I see like the wordplay there. And it's amazing, isn't it? I enjoy hearing people rave about their love-struck heart when all they see is pink, when all they see is that one special person. What an amazing experience that must be to not be able to think rationally because that person is in close proximity and how your body does a happy dance inside. Sorry guys, I'm making it worse. It must be amazing, but I can't relate to the double glances and quiet smiles, to the excitement of whatever love is. I love the idea of love, but what even is love? I can tell you what love is. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. You know who that's describing? God. Why? Because God is love. He's all these things. You don't need to question what is love. You have the answer already, girl. And guess what? Love isn't the idea that you have seen in these books and movies. Romantic love is only a speck of what true love actually is.
Let me tell you what true love is, because once I realized this, once I've accepted this, it changed everything for me. We have seen it in God, who sent his one and only son to us in human form so that he can take the punishment of our sins and die for us on a cross. Imagine someone dying for you. Guess what? That already happened. You already have someone who loved you so much to take all your burdens for you. And he was thinking of you. And his name is Jesus Christ. Can I get an amen?
Anyways, you know what? These poems are starting to make me reflect. Maybe she's onto something. The sound of nature. She lay there with her music turned all the way to its maximum. The vast sky started to gather stars as the sun developed a yellow-orange tone accompanied by pink and purple tints. Every subtle outside noise mingled together like a well-organized symphony. No yelling or dabbling. What is dabbling? No rush, no chaos. She was alone. She was free. It's giving I climbed out of my head and watched myself implode with thought with falling apart. I was doing so well, yet nothing lasts forever. So here I am, caught in this slow burn of crumbling, crushing, crashing down with a gradual pace. Okay, wait, this is kind of eating. It hurts, but I find pain essential. There's an odd beauty of feeling like there's nothing good left, of a perfect sunset in an empty sky, as you're falling from heaven, then soon come to realize that pain is waiting for you on the ground. That one was actually not that bad. It kind of hit in a way, I don't know. You could call this a poem. It always leads to this, to never feeling good enough. Bro, every time I think I've reached a high, to think someone actually wants to be with me, it just ceases, like it never happened. I'm too much, too little, too boring, too quiet, too straightforward, too uptight. When can I be something to someone else? When can I be someone? This is so angsty, I can't. When can I be someone to someone else? Am I just something people analyze from afar, then they carry on with their lives? Good for them. Momentarily, I'm stuck here, and I have to suck it up. After all, I'm the only one who cares. So I'm gonna push through for myself. Because it seems like no one is willing to help me, and I'm the only one I have at the end of the day. So I'll act like I'm enough for my sake. This is like the epitome of the pretentious main character who chooses herself at the end of the movie. It's like, at the end of the day, I choose myself. Okay. Nostalgia. Arising from a random song, a scent, or a feeling, hitting you during the most unexpected moment, when all your emotions start to twirl, and a great sense of happiness and sadness takes over. It feels blissful as it takes you back to your past, and flashbacks erupt. For a second, you have been transported. Even though time continues to move forward, it feels like you've moved all the way back just for a second. You can't do anything because you're not there anymore. That's why nostalgia is so bittersweet. I think this poem is very generic. These are very generic statements about nostalgia. I think I could have dug deeper into personal experiences with nostalgia, you know, unique outlooks on nostalgia. It doesn't stand out to me. It doesn't stand out to me, you know? That empty feeling. For it only lasts a day or two before life runs its usual course, delivering you your limited daily collection of emotions after your saturated feelings lost significance. But in the moments where you felt the most, the craving, or merely the occurrence for that rush of everything at once. What is bro yapping about? Bro's saying everything and nothing. Pain, love, nostalgia, anticipation blended in a cup, served with no cost. What are we talking about? You tried taking a creative stance, but it's just really random. As you take a sip, the flavor is too strong. The tang infiltrates your taste buds. The boiling heat clouds your thoughts. Yet the crazy part of you urges for more. As you down the mixture, as it enters your body, it settles. Sirens are wailing in your brain, strings pulling on your heart. You can't even think before you feel, but you desire to feel. I still don't know what we're talking about here. You desire to feel something, anything, everything, so it hits you all at once. But just like a wave, it surges then subsides as if it was never there, until you're left with silence, the amalgamation of anguish and bliss, assorted with turmoil and excitement. What emotion are you describing? This is like every single emotion ever. It all faded to a state of nothing. What can you feel after you felt? Wait, okay, that was kind of deep though. What can you feel after you felt? Can we sit on that? Okay, that was kind of deep. I don't know, man. When the empty feeling knocks on your door for the after party, when all your emotions grew fatigued, you can't do anything except say, welcome. So I had no idea what 90% of the poem was even talking about, but you know, I took some things away, I guess. In my opinion, she was quite beautiful. The way the sun softly illuminated her skin, the way her eyes glistened every time cheer overwhelmed her, the way her complex mind vocalized organized misses. She didn't care if others didn't care about her. She had a beauty, for once I realized, as she looked back at me through the mirror. Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure. Okay, lyrics. These random lyrics or poem or whatever. I can't comfort people when they cry. I underreact too much. I miss social cues sometimes. I don't do well with bad energy, let alone when a voice is raised at me. Wait, that kind of eats. Just the last part. You'll never catch me jealous. Instead, I'm quite selfish. I often act dismissive and I'm quiet when I'm mad. But you see past that. You think I'm beautiful even when I'm a mess. You see me at my worst, yet treat me like it's my best. Why do you love me? Tell me how. What makes me special? How much of your heart has room for me? How do you love me? Tell me why you're blind to my flaws. I could tell I was pouring my heart out to God. Yeah, I just noticed a lot of like flaws in myself, but then I just remembered, okay, God, like, you see past that. And he does. What? Okay, attachment issues lyrics. What? Also, I just call all of my poems lyrics because I have no title for them. If I could give you my eyes, then you'd see how beautiful you are. If I could give you my heart, then you'd realize how much love you deserve. I would give you my hands so you never have to lift a finger again. I want to give you my life because I can't live without you in it. Or slash, just as long as you stay in it. Deep. This isn't about anyone in particular, I just thought of it, I guess. Ambiguous case. Okay, so basically in math class we were learning about the ambiguous case and I was like, this would be an interesting concept for a song or a poem. Hear my ambiguous case. Thought you would be by my side. I guess we just didn't align. Hold on. Hold on. She was cooking. Me throwing in the math concepts and like, now that I have all these poems, it has inspired me to make one of my own. Okay, so I have the spinner with my poems. Let's see which one to recreate. Falling. Oh, this was the one where it was like falling apart, crashing, crumbling. Let's see what I can come up with. I haven't practiced my poem skills, so...
A few moments later.
Okay, so for the past 10 minutes, I've been concocting this recreation of the falling poem. It's definitely shorter. I don't know. You can tell me which version you prefer in the comments, and yeah, so here it is. Falling. The altitude drops, the wind picks up. I took the wrong step, distracted by the view from heaven. From the top of the world, all was had, crumbling, crushed, crashing down with me, cascading away. I accept my fate, hitting rock bottom. From the tarmac, all was lost, all but one option, to pick myself back up. I don't know, guys. I'm not a poet, clearly, but it was a fun ride. As always, thank you for watching. Stay happy, stay motivated, keep shining, and God bless you.